today is a it is the star spread, and she writes in this book that she has her own rendition. This is an old spread. I guess it's been around for a long time. It's a little chaotic because it's kind of like a star, the placement. So at the top we have card 1, which is the problem. Card 2 is the positive influence, which is down on the left side, which in this case is the hangman. Card 3 is the negative influence. Card 4, which is up to the left, is the past influence. 5 down below is the present influence. 6 over here to the right is the future influence, and the middle is the outcome. And I think that I like it because the what is it, 2, 3, and 5 are down below, and that's like to me the base of the spread, because 5 is our current, right, the present. 2 is the negative and 3 is the positive. No, I'm sorry, the other way around. 2 is the positive, 3 is the negative. I'm looking at the book. So the left side's the negative, the right side's the positive, and the present influence right now as we see it. So I like that piece of this spread. I also do like that the top is the problem. What is the problem? So querent says, you know, it's pentacles. I need to decide whether I want to take this other job. It's more money, but I like what I'm doing here, so I'm kind of stuck. So can you tell me a little bit about the situation? Basically, the situation is being stuck. The situation isn't job A, it isn't job B, but it is being stuck. I think it's more about the offer that's coming in, just looking at the spread. And then, you know, focusing on the past and the future up here kind of puts this into perspective. The problem coming from this past situation going to this future influence. Keep in mind, when you have past influence, present influence, future influence, those aren't necessarily outcomes. That's what's going to influence the situation. So outcome would be the outcome. This is what's going to happen. Future influence, this is what's influencing the situation. This is what is helping it mold or breaking it up or causing positive or negative, whatever. That when you look at those, think about that, you know, having that positive or the present influence, past influence. So when you're reading something like that, read it as an influence. It's not necessarily something that happened, but what was kind of influencing their decision on this issue. So a lot of times when you're looking at that, you know, you can start going off on some other kind of issue, but really think about it as if you're doing an influence, if you have influence positions, past, present, future, whatever's influencing, using those words, that's what's causing this issue. So the querent, let's say in this reading, has an issue of, do I take job A or do I take this new opportunity? And why am I worried about it, right? So the question is, why are they asking for the reading? This job looks really good, you know, it's more money and all of those things, but we can tell right away if we go to, card 2 is the negative influence, right? So, or the positive influence. So we're going to go right down to that, which is the hangman in this case. So the positive influence is that she's thinking about it, spending the time trying to look at it from 2 different perspectives, trying to take the situation and saying, this is the good and this is the bad. I need to look at both perspectives. This job's going to offer me more money. This job is why. I'm going to get to that in a minute because the past influence tells me why. So when we get up to card 3, here's the negative influence. The negative influence is moving away from something. In this case, not sure what she's moving into, right? We use the 6 of Swords as moving into calmer waters, but is that happening here? And that's why it's a negative. I'm moving from something that I'm not making enough money at, and it's not necessarily bad, but I'm moving away, and that's what's causing me an influence. It also could be that they have to move, physically move for this job, right? That would be a negative influence. Maybe they don't want to move. They have family, they have friends, they have, you know, their grocery store that they go to or wherever they shop, whatever. It's, you know, moving can be a negative influence. It also could be a positive one, but in this case, it's coming up on the negative side. And then when we go to 4 and we're going to look at the past influence here is the friends that the person has, the camaraderie, the celebrations that go on, the memories, the working together, all of those things are making this querent. That's what's causing this, right? If this wasn't a past influence, if the past influence was negative, then it might tell us something completely different. But she's struggling. This is not a real reading. I'm just using the pronoun she. Is struggling because where she's at now gives her harmony, gives her being around people that she can celebrate with, and good friends and good family, and feels good and makes her joyful. That's the 3 of Cups sometimes, and it's that past influence that's causing this reason for the reading, and saying, you know, this Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. This is, do I want this new beginning? It seems solid, it seems really good, but I would be leaving behind this really great, you know, opportunity, or this really great, not opportunity, but this is more of a leaving behind the, you know, the feel-good stuff. So in what's influencing the now, and I totally picked these cards at random, I'm telling you, the tarot is something else. The 7 of Cups comes up. So in the now, the present, what's influencing the now is making this choice. What's the best thing to do? Am I picking what I love? Am I picking for money? What am I picking for? What decision am I making? This is the present influence, and that makes complete sense why someone would want a reading. I've got choices and I don't know what to do. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that, and I've got all of these things going on. And because it's the 7 of Cups and not the 2 of Swords, there's more than just the 2 jobs. So I would say, then I'm going to go back to that 6 of Swords, that it probably is a move. I am making these choices. I've got this great opportunity. It looks like it could bring me really good money, but I'm going to leave behind, you know, the happiness that I have here and the people I know and the people I trust. But I have been really thinking about this in the positive influence, and I've been taking a different perspective, but I'm still not getting anywhere. These choices are like, okay, I can, you know, take this new job, but then I have to, you know, find a home or all of these things. So that makes complete sense why that would be in that position. And then the future influence. So this is what would be influencing the future. And this is cool because this tells me that if this is influencing, it's 9 of Cups. If this is what's influencing your future, it means it's your desires. Your desires are influencing this time. So once you get into this movement, you're going to be going for what truly means, you know, what it means to you in your heart. And when you're talking to the querent, this gives a lot of, you know, you're not going to really, so far we probably haven't told them it's something they don't even already know. But we are telling them that in the future, there's going to be really good wishes and desires and things that are going to influence what's happening in your future. So knowing that you'll make the decision to bring the right desires and you know, wishes into your life. The outcome is the Page of Pentacles. This tells me that there is a message coming in, and that would be this job offer. They need, the querent is obviously looking for more money, otherwise she wouldn't be going through this. I'm leaving my friends, I've got this new, you know, job. But I also believe that the page is about learning new things. A page is a young thing. So this is a good opportunity. It isn't a good opportunity to move forward. There is not a negative card in the bunch. So to me, that also says that whatever decision they make, they're going to make the right one. It doesn't matter, really. It doesn't, because, you know, life gives us a lot of different things. You know, we don't always get everything all at once. Like, we may have a job we really love, but we're not making enough money, or we're making a lot of money, but we hate the job, or, you know, or we have a little bit of both, but it's not fulfilling something else in our life. or our job's going well in all of the areas, but our love life stinks, our family life stinks, we don't like where we live. All of these things, it's always something. You're always pushing and pulling, like this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is sucks. So I believe all in all this is a really good reading. But the Page of Pentacles also tells us that whatever this outcome is, means the selection that this querent is going to make is not only going to give them something solid, because to me the Pentacles speak of solid things and really grounded things, because then we're looking at growth, and we're starting at the Page and the outcome, which would lead to the Knight, then to the Queen, then to the King. And to me that's a good flow, because even though the Page is young, this is either a young querent, or this new job is going to feel like they're young again, make them have to learn new things and get some solid foundations going on and things like that. And I believe that that tells us a lot. So looking at it all in all, there's nothing that makes me go, oh my gosh. Seeing the Ace of Pentacles though and the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles being the problem, which to me, how is that a problem? Ace of Pentacles is not a problem. And then having the Page of Pentacles in the outcome, whatever's going to happen is going to fulfill the problem, because the Page of Pentacles is going to do that for you. We have a lot of cups going on, so there's a lot of thought behind the person's emotions, and a lot of these decisions that they're making are emotional decisions. We've got the past influences, the Three of Cups, we've got the Seven of Cups as the present influence, and the future influence is Nine of Cups. So they're going to be fulfilled. So they're in the celebration state, influenced by celebration and good camaraderie, and in the present state it's about a decision, and in the future state it's going to be about your wishes and your desires. And then you have your positive, or the positive influence is that they actually are taking the time to think about what's going on here. And the negative influence is, oh, I've got to move, I've got to do something. Like whether it's physically move or move the position or whatever this card is, this is causing them this whole thought process. So yeah, so that is called the Star reading. It is in the Barbara Moore, I've got the picture up, the Barbara Moore Tarot Spreads book. It's a great book. All kinds of, she has another star spread in there that is a little different. And she said that this one is, in the book it says that this one is an old time, an old spread that's been used for probably centuries, right? Or at least a century, but has taken on a lot of new renditions. A lot of people don't like this spread because of the chaotic look. I like it. The look is not chaotic to me. It's very consistent with having the problem at the top, the positive and the negative on either side, the past and the future at the top there to kind of tell us why this querent is even in the position they're in, and the present in between those negative and positive influences makes complete sense to me. I can put a story together with this. I can visually see like how this works. I mean, because that bottom row is all about the now. The negative and the positive influence and the present influence are all the nows. The Hangman tells us the positive is that she's thinking about it. The Seven of Cups says she's thinking about it. And the negative influence is, I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to move. I don't know if I want to leave this and go to this new or what. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I really like this spread. So that's the Star spread.